Okay, the sound should be working now. This evening is not not going how it should be. How it should be going. Had some stress getting home, so it was stress setting up the stream, and then the stream didn't want to work, and yeah, the sound wasn't working. I hear now. Anyways, let me know if it's working right now. That would be a good one. But I think it should all be fine right now. So we had a tough start, but okay, it's good. Thanks, L Monkey. Thanks for the feedback. Anyways, we're looking at Mad Max. He's new to the competition. He is replacing Thunder Fox. Thunder Fox just called off. He didn't have any time left for the league, so Mad Max took his place. It's a friend or someone at least known by 4Roger7. So let's see how he can help the Ferrari boys today. Don't stress, dude. Take it easy, man. I'm taking it easy. Just a stressful day because of public transport, you can say. Some problems near Amsterdam. It's always problems when you come there. Most of the top guys right now in the pit. We see Daga SP with 39.0. He has taken a lead with 1 second for the qualifying so far. His teammate Darth Bill, the third in the league right now. He hasn't got a time in yet. And we see Ipu. Ipu hasn't got a time in yet either, and he is the number 1 in the league right now. But they are on the out lap. Darth Bill is heading towards the finish. Now he's heading towards the last sector. Last corner of the second sector, and then he will head into the last sector. Just a few simple corners onto the straight, and then he will begin his lap. Don't know what happened with Wedgman Harold. I think he's still in the league, so little I had to use. Lag. It was lag for Wedgman Harold. Yeah, he had some lag. That's why he flew into the wall. Well, Wedgman Harold, I have my team. I have the voice, the microphone of you guys. It's off. That way the stream is a little more watchable. Anyways, let's see what what Darthbill will do. The teammate of Daga SP. He's out on medium, so that you can expect it's not the fastest lap. It's not his fastest lap probably. Ipu is on his flying lap as well in the Mercedes, and Darthbill in the AlphaTauri. All the cars are the same performance, by the way. It's all equal performance, so the only thing that differs from the cars is the livery. He already invalidated his lap. You can see that by the red track map. So there won't be any time for Darthbill. He still has 8 minutes to put in the time. His teammate is already up into the orders, and he started a new flying lap on his softs. 0 laps on his softs. Let's see what details we can see more. That's nothing for now. We'll keep it on this one. And we see Ipu putting in the 4th time of the day so far on the mediums. He's 2 seconds behind Daga SP, his closest rival. Maybe he can head into the pits now, put on some softs, and challenge Daga SP a little more. What's up, everyone? To everyone who's watching and everyone watching the stream back, because the races might be watching it back. Hello to everyone watching, and I'm happy that y'all are watching. Hopefully we can have a great stream and a nice race from these guys, from our athletes. Is there anything changing? Cheeseman, he's doing pretty good. He started the season off with a little bit of a rough start, I think. Took a few points in the first few rounds, but now he's racking up them points. He's getting closer and closer to his first podium. Maybe he will be able to take his first podium in Azerbaijan. Very hard but tactical track. let's see if he can take a podium here, or anyways a good result for the Renault team. His teammate is back this Grand Prix as well, Elemental Leech. He missed the last Grand Prix, but he's back, and maybe he can also score some points for Renault to get them up in the team ranking. Because right now AlphaTauri is the team championship leader. They can wrap their championship up in this Grand Prix, since this is the last the penultimate Grand Prix. They can take the crown here, the two of the guys, since they took a 1-2, I think, last Grand Prix. No, wait, not last Grand Prix, but Grand Prix before that. We also have our trusted member Gullier, my teammate for the last 2 seasons. I just didn't want to race anymore this season, so I decided to step into the commentator's booth instead of Hell Monkey. But he's keeping the spirit high for Red Bull. Maybe he can put in some good times to get him up in the ranking. Fuku's back as well. Missed last Grand Prix, sadly, but he's back. He's back in full form. Daga SP put in an even faster time at 38.6, so he's even he extended his gap even more from 1 second to 1.2, because Cheeseman also improved his lap time from a 42, I believe, to a 39.8. So that's 4/10 of improvement. Cheeseman is really looking strong here, but I'm really curious to what Darvbill will be able to do. It looks like it's his strategy to go out on mediums here, put his time, his fastest lap on mediums. That way he can start on the medium tires instead of the soft tires. He will have an advantage over the other guys, I think. In the after like we could say 7 to 8 laps, you will have an advantage over these soft guys, and he will have to pit later, but it could still be that he's heading in this lap and maybe putting some softs on to challenge for the real times. Ipu did exactly what I was just explaining. He put in some laps on the mediums, just some practice laps, some practice laps I assume, and now he's going on to the softs to get a real time attack out and challenge for the top 2 positions for the front row. But so far Cheeseman is still holding on to the last front row position. Robert Byrne is in the pits as well. Gullier improved this time from a 144 to a 142, but I think he can go faster. It's on medium, so maybe he has the same tactic as Darvbill. Let's look at Darvbill, what he can do. Darvbill is getting towards the end of his lap. We saw Ferrari on the inside of the corner. That's a good gesture, making the track free for flying lap for drivers on their flying lap. It's always good to see sportsmanship on the track. But what can Darvbill do? His lap is not invalidated, so we will see a lap time, and it will be 141.8. 141.8. That will put him on the 3rd row, the back of the 3rd row. Maybe he can do faster. Update your support. No, thank you. Let's look at Mad Max. He's on this outlap in the Ferrari. It's not the best sounding car, but it's a decent car. I love the livery of Ferrari always. I am a big fan of red liveries, so. We have 2.5 minutes remaining in this qualifying. What can the people do? Will Ipu stay in the pits, or will he put in a last time attack? He will have to act fast because he only has 30 seconds left to get out of the pits. It's gonna be a tricky one. For Roger 7 with the Ferrari right now on the front spot of the 2nd row. he improve this lap? And Ipu is on his out lap. He is taking a risk with only getting one lap out, but maybe the risk will pay off. We will see. He's getting through this castle section now for Roger 7. Nice and clean, tied through both the walls. And then up to the widest section again. To the fast left-handers. The fast 3 left-handers. Is there any changes coming up? What is Gullier doing? Gullier is in the pits and he has had enough, I think. Same for Elemental Leech, Robert Byrne, Cheeseman, and Fuku, or FC, if you see you, FUCU, I think. But I'll just say Fuku. That's a bit easier. Ipu didn't have the best section there, the best turning in the castle section. Oh wait, it's his outlap, of course. That's no problem. That's just warming his tires. I already thought he won't be getting any fast time with the way he just went through castle section. Darth Bill is still out on his mediums, so he will indeed start on the mediums. We can see there's quite some gap between Daga SP and the second man, but then we have Cheeseman and Full Roger 7 pretty close to each other. The teammates Fuku and Ipu are also close to each other. Then we have a little of a free space to Darth Bill, Mad Max, Gullier, Elemental Leech, Robert Byrne, and because of the lag, Wedgman Herald from the back. Daga SP is still on a lap as well. But let's look at Ipu. That's the most interesting right now, I think. Because he's on his out lap, he hasn't put in a lap on softs yet, from what I've seen. So it might be that he will challenge Daga SP or Forager 7 or Cheeseman. He is right now in the first sector. Coming up onto Castle Section. Castle Section is such a hard place in this track. This track is generally really hard. It's tight, it's and you have no mistake for errors, because if you make an error, you're in the wall. There's walls everywhere. Now he took Castle Section pretty good. Smooth through there, close to the walls, tight, but perfect. Will he challenge the top 3? Will he challenge them? He's one second loose from 4 Roger 7. So he will have to make up quite some time, but I reckon he's able to do it. I don't know for sure if he will be able to take Daga SP, but he should be able to get second. Good through the last sector as well, the penultimate corner onto the front straight. What time will we see? What is it gonna be? And he's coming onto this finish line, and he didn't improve at all. Oh wait, no, he did. My timing, or my eyes, or my timing wasn't accurate. But indeed, he took Cheeseman and 4 Roger 7 onto the second place on the grid on 5/10 of Daga SP. So Daga SP still got some heat behind him. He's not free yet. Gullier didn't have the best qualifying session, I think. He's still out on the lap, but he just went out way too late. So that's the qualification. There's no one not finished except for 4 Roger 7. But he's in the pit, so there's some F1 bug. No, Gullier is not out on the lap. So this is the qualification. And we will see our top: Daga SP, Ipu, Cheeseman, 4 Roger 7, Fuku, Mad Max, Darth Bill, Gullier, Elemental Leech, Robert Byrne, and the last man because of the lag, Wedgman Herald with the Red Bull. Let's see if I can find some comments in the Discord. Darth Bill saying he couldn't get a clean lap in. I reckon he can be faster than a 41.8 indeed. Daga SP time is illegal. Cheeseman is not taking it with Daga SP. Daga SP is a really fast guy. Gullier says he has major lag. So he's playing over the Wi-Fi. Hopefully he will not have too many problems. Now we just have to wait for the drivers to ready up and get to the grid. We'll have a formation lap if the settings are good, but we should have a formation lap. We will see. We just have to wait a little bit before the guys will have their strategies, their tires, and their pit crew on the grid. 5 seconds to go until we start. Let's get the spectators menu up. Indeed, a formation lap. And we're looking at our leader for the race, our front row starter, Daga SP. The man to beat. He's second in the league so far. Ipu still has the lead over him. But it's gonna be a tight one. It's the penultimate Grand Prix, so it's a tight battle for the championship. It's Daga SP. Wait, let me get the standings up on my phone, then I know what I'll say. We have Ipu in the first place, indeed, with 83 points. Then we have Daga SP with 75 and Darth Bill with 73. So it's a close fight at the front. After today, we will see a little bit more who will be the crown taker at the end of the season. One Grand Prix after this one, it's Bahrain. I don't know how to say it in English, but in Dutch it's Bahrain. 26 laps it will be. It's a little less than other circuits, but it's a quite long circuit. It's 1 minute 40, you could say, for race pace for Daga SP. Probably a little slower, 1:42 or something. So it's a long circuit for the F1. And we will see what the podium will be after 26 laps at this tough circuit. Soon they will be lining up. We also have an F2 stream going on. If you like F2, make sure to check that out after this one. With Scanline as your host, your commentator for the evening. And great battles in that league for sure. Daga SP is just waiting for the rest of the grid to form up. Ipu is coming up and everyone as well. Wedgman Herald from the back with the pink helmet. It looks nice in the Red Bull, gotta say. So here we have the lineup. The right lights are turning on and we have our start in 3, 2, 1. Azerbaijan, let's go. And who's up with a good start? I can't see it so far. Daga SP will take the lead probably. No, Ipu will take the lead. Ipu with a good start, but he's getting in hot. He's hot. Daga SP took the lead again. Full Roger 7 took a place on Cheeseman, and I hear some bumping. I think that was Ipu into the wall. Wedgman Herald already took 3 places. Darth Bill lost a lot of places. That's not too good for the third man in the championship. Ipu, is there any damage on this car? No, there's not. It was just a tire bumping into the wall, I think. For Roger 7 won a place, of course, on Cheeseman, so that's good on him. We see the Red Bulls behind each other. Hopefully they both will not have any lag anymore, so that seems to be a team problem here. The pit stop strategy, it looks like Gullier will probably head into the pits lap 9 or lap 11. It depends on what he's aiming for this race. It's pretty dark outside, so I reckon it will be a rain race at some point, or it will be clearing up, of course. Only the races know if it's rain or if it's dry. I can't see that, sadly. I can't see a weather forecast. Darvbill took Elemental's place. Elemental lost 2 positions so far. He's just outside of the points. Maybe he can work his way up again. Robert Byrne took 1 place into the top 10. Besides that, it's calming down a little bit, but except for Roger 7 closing up on Ipu. Only 3/10. He's using quite some ERS, I reckon, and he's going for the move. Will he make it? Will he go wide just like Ipu did? Ipu is switching back on him. Ipu took the inside line. Now he will have the advantage of pushing him out to the outside of the corner, and we have a battle, ladies and gentlemen. A Ferrari versus the Mercedes. 407 switching out to the outside. Will he be able to take the outside line through the corner? It's tight. And now he has the inside, so that was... No, he did not take it. He was careful. Better too careful than sorry. Ipu still takes the 2nd place. That makes it possible for Cheeseman to get back into the battle. Just behind 407. We have a good start here, and we see Mad Max is closing in on Fuku as well. As well as Wedgman Harold closing in on Goulier. Teammate battle there. Will we see something more from Pro Roger 7? That was a good beginning, I can say. That is damage. We saw the wing of the Ferrari. He took a hit on the side of the wall. It won't be much damage, but too much to keep up with Ipu, I think. Or Ipu has damage as well. This could play out in Cheeseman his favor for the podium. We see Darvbill and Robert Byrne are quite far in the back right now. And we can't see the time data at Elemental Leech, Darvbill and Robert Byrne. That's pretty odd. It's close at the back. Mad Max is close to Fuku, and Goulier and Wedgman Harold are just behind them. Cheeseman is really inching closer and closer to 4 Roger 7. Will he be able to make a move? 4 Roger 7 of course has some damage. We have a yellow flag. Yellow flag, where is it? It's with Darvbill and Robert Byrne. I don't see anything that happened. It could have been with Elemental Leech. Elemental Leech is in the pits. He changed his tires, but he only went into the pits because his wing had damage. Daga SP is already getting some air behind him. Getting through the castle section. It's so tight. I don't know how these guys will get it right every single lap for 26 times. That's pretty hard. 487 actually gaining on Ipu again. Could have been that Ipu made a mistake because he's suddenly on his back, but Cheeseman already also can't keep up with 487, so maybe 487 just has a lot of speed here, even with a little bit of wing damage. He won't get DRS yet. He just needs to keep this up for another lap, then he will get DRS on the front straight. On the front straight and the back straight. Right now he won't have it yet. Oh no, he will actually. Daga SP put in the fastest lap of the race of 1:44.5. That won't be the fastest lap of the race, I think, since the fuel tanks will obviously get emptier and the cars will get lighter, so that will result in faster lap times. But it's already a good lap and a good beginning for him. We see Darvbill, Robert Byrne and Elemental Leech already made one stop. That's due to wing damage. The tire choices, we see a lot of reds in the front. That's the top 6. Then we have Goulier with the mediums as well for Robert Byrne and Elemental Leech, and Wedgman Harold and Darvbill with the hards for the long run. No penalties. No penalties. Probably will have way less penalties since you can't cut many corners in this Grand Prix. Elemental Leech is 54 seconds behind Daga SP, so a rough start for the last 3 guys. They're quite a while back. In terms of interval, who's close, Mad Max is really close to Fuku, and Goulier is not letting Mad Max get away. So that's looking good for Goulier, staying close to both of the guys with the reds, with the softs, while he has mediums. So in a few laps he will probably have the advantage over them. For Roger 7, no, he didn't take a place. Mad Max made a move on Fuku. Fuku maybe made a mistake because there was not really any place to overtake, I think, and Goulier is profiting on him. They're side by side, but Fuku will probably have it. Yeah, Fuku will have it, but ooh, it's gonna be close. Will he make a move on? No, he will not. Goulier actually takes it on the outside. It's a pretty good move from Goulier. That's a bad lap by Fuku. He lost 2 places in once. Maybe he can fight back, maybe he won't. And Goulier is taking the advantage with the medium tires. He's now taking Mad Max as well. Ooh, some contact. Not too much. Mad Max turning in a little too much. Goulier just taking the inside line. Mad Max just inching a little bit too much to the inside, but no damage for either of the guys, luckily. So we have Goulier with 3 positions, with gaining 3 positions since the start. So both the Red Bulls are doing it good from the line. For Roger 7 can't keep up with Ipu anymore, but Cheeseman is getting closer to him again. It's only 7/10, and he will of course get the slipstream on the front straight and the back straight. Will Goulier be able to get closer to the top 4? They've broken away a little bit. Well, Daga SPF is not a little gone, but he's gone by a mile. This guy is already 9 seconds loose. It's crazy. He will, it's now a race against himself. Oh, he's actually into the pit. It's a little bit early, I'd say. Does he have any damage? I can't see. No, he's not got any damage. So it's just a normal scheduled pit, but it's pretty early. So Ipu now took the lead. Oh, and we have a bug with Ipu. It sounds like his gearing is like he's constantly. Oh, not anymore. Sometimes you have the bug that it sounds like it's constantly against the limiter, but it's actually not. So that's awful to hear. But luckily, it's not a bug that stays long for Ipu. Cheeseman really gaining on 4 Roger 7. Mad Max is. Oh, Mad Max also went into the pits because he's now just behind Daga SP, or didn't he go into the pits? No, he didn't. My bad. Daga SP went into the pits, of course, so nobody pitted except for Daga SP in terms of the actual pit stops. Maybe Fuku went to the pits and into the pits as well. I think so. So Fuku and Daga SP both made the pit stop. The scheduled pit stop already. We still have Mad Max, Wedgman, Harold, Goulier, Cheeseman, 4 Roger 7 and Ipu that need to make the pit stop. Daga SP is just behind Goulier with way fresher tires. So how long will it take before he takes the 4th position of Goulier his hands? I think it won't take long because the front straight is coming up, so that means DRS, probably ERS. And I don't think Goulier will. Oh wait, he's already paused. How did that happen? I missed that. And 4 Roger 7 took the lead because Ipu went into the pits. Cheeseman already also pitting. So 4 Roger 7 is taking it on the long run with the soft tires. Daga SP back into the 2nd place, almost in the place where he began. Goulier is just trying to follow him. Trying to take as many tenths as he can from the top men, the fastest men right now. Cheeseman getting back on the track in 7th position. Watchman Herald, of course, on the hards as well as Darthbill. Yeah, Darthbill is still a bit too far behind to get in the mix with the guys. Watchman Herald is right there with his hard tires. And we have a 10-second penalty for Robert Byrne, exceeding the track limits. So he must have skipped. Oh, and he crashed. We have a safety car. I saw it right happen on the track map. I saw the orange McLaren dot going straight into the wall. We have a safety car that will shake things up pretty much. I reckon 407, Goulier and Mad Max will and Watchman Herald will go into the pits right away, because now the pit stop will take way less time. Let's see what 407 will do. He will go into the pits, I guarantee, or there's something wrong. But he should head into the pits, because maybe he can hold on to a better position than he had before. Yes, like I said, he's going into the pits. And I reckon Goulier will do the same. Or will he stay out? Goulier is staying out. No, he's not. Mad Max into the pits as well, and Watchman Herald into the pits. Ipu still takes his 2nd place back with all the tires though. So the guys behind him have a clear advantage. Also good for Darthbill, this safety car, and Elemental Leech. Now they can catch up once again with the leader in the race. Daga SP. Will Ipu be able to make a move on Daga SP to try to hold him up before he runs away once again after the safety car? We will see what happens. Now we'll just have a little bit of a boring part. No real action behind the safety car, of course, but after the safety car we will probably have an explosion of action in the race. Robert Byrne has left the session. Sad to see him go. Hopefully he did have a fun race. Wait, Ipu took... Maybe Ipu missed the point of the safety car. He just overtook Daga SP. Give the place right back, of course. But now we will have all the guys lining up. The safety car is probably going for another lap, and then it might head in already. It depends on how far Elemental Leech will be, because they have to catch up before the safety car will head into the pits, I think. At least we'll see a close field right now. Let's look at the tires of the guys. No, that's not this one. Let's put it on leader. And the tires, they actually went on hards. That's interesting. I didn't expect that, but that means they will go for a one stop. So 407, Cheeseman and Goulier and Mad Max, Fuku as well, I think, will not head into the pits anymore after the pit they made. And we have Watchman Herald and Elemental Leech going on mediums. I don't know if they will be able to make the finish with those tires. But Daga SP and Ipu also pitted on the mediums. So they might be able to make it with the mediums. But I doubt it. I doubt it, because it's still a long way to go. Mad Max went into the pits once again. Maybe he's not happy with his tire choice. He's going on the mediums right now, I think. Is he? Yes, he's on the mediums. Odd. Maybe his pit crew made an error, put him on the hards while he wanted the mediums. So he thought, fuck it, let's go in again. He's now way back onto the grid. He was on place 6, I think. Now he's on 9th. So that's a little bit back. I think the safety car will go on another lap after this one, because Elemental Leech is not caught up yet. He will be soon. Still 40 seconds to go. But he's getting there. I'm actually surprised it's lap 9 and we have the first safety car. Respect to all the drivers. And respect to Robert Byrne as well, of course. Even though he crashed, it doesn't matter. They still are driving in one of the hardest circuits in F1. And then with a controller, not an actual steering wheel. Well, most, of course. Most guys are on the controller. I don't know if any in this league are using the steering wheel. I know Anacron in the F2 Division 2 league. I know he is using the steering wheel and he's actually pretty good at it. I don't know how he made the steering wheel work on Stadia, because not many people succeed in that task. Will the safety car go in? I don't think so. Elemental Leech still has a gap of 22 seconds. He's gaining. But I think we'll have another lap of safety car. Cheeseman, 5-second penalty because of a severe collision with 4-7. 4-7 didn't get a penalty for that. That's good. No, wait, he actually did. That's such a bullshit F1 F1 bug. Well, no, it's not a bug. It's just a rule. Whenever two cars collide at the safety car, it doesn't matter who did what. No, it's the two cars that collided will both get a 5-second penalty. I think that's a rule they really need to update and make better, because now I don't know who did what, of course, but the guy that hit the other guy now has a 5-second penalty, which is maybe deserved, maybe not. But the guy that got hit has also got a 5-second penalty, and that's just a little shitty in my opinion. Elemental Leech has reached the back of the pack, so we have everyone in one take. 10 people. We had 11 people racing today. I'm happy that a little more, a few more guys showed up this time. Last time around it was 8 and 7 finishes, so that was a little pity to stream that Grand Prix, because it's quite some time getting into the streaming and into the organizing of the events, of course. So it's just a pity to see that half the grid wouldn't show up. Now we have 11 people, so big thanks to all the 11 guys that are racing and the guys that called off and told me they wouldn't be able to come as well. Naga SP just warming the back tires. Cheeseman doing the same. Let's see if there's some talk in the Discord. Daga SP says it's so dark he can't see. It's really dark indeed. I'm still wondering if it will start raining or it will start clearing up. Cheeseman is right away saying sorry to 4-7 for the collision, 45-second penalty. Good gestures once again. It's a friendly community we're racing with, so good to see sportsmanship like that. It's shitty for the 5-second penalty, but anyways. Will the safety car go in this lap? Let's hope so. I really don't like safety cars, it's a little bit boring. 16 more laps after this one, and the safety car is indeed going in, because we see the pack going really slow. Daga SP will lead the pack onto the front straight. Will he? Where will he go full gas once again? Will he do it now or just after a few corners? Ipu is right on him. He's even in front of him. Daga SP is still not going. He's still waiting. They're so close. They're so close. And he went. Ipu reacted really fast. Will he be able to make a move in the first corner? He's lining it up. No, he won't. Wasn't close enough. Ooh, wide. The guys are really wide. Just missing the wall by an inch. Daga SP actually got overtaken by Ipu, and we have a collision. That's Ipu into the wall. Does he have any damage? 4-7 is gaining on them. Will he make an outside pass once again? He already did that once, and will he do it again? No, it's too wide, and he just missed the wall by an inch. Oh my god. For Reggie 7 is risking it all. Does Ipu have any damage? I'm curious because he really bashed that wall. Cheeseman is just happily watching the battle behind him. Goulier is just in front of Darth Bill. Darth Bill took Wedgman Herald. Let's look at the position change. Daga SP is now waiting his time behind Ipu. No need to stress an overtake. Ipu did an amazing job overtaking him, but he went wide on a corner and he bashed the wall. So I'm really curious if he has any damage. His speed says he doesn't have any damage though, because he has a ton of speed and he's actually getting a little. He has a few car lengths to Daga SP. Cheeseman on the back of Forrager 7 once again. Goulier is closing on the 2. Let's put it on interval once again. Darth Bill, what can Darth Bill do? He has speed, but hasn't shown it yet. Goulier is lining up for an overtake in the first corner. Will he be able to do it? Will he? He is going for the outside line. He won't. No. Good defense by Cheeseman. Mad Max is just in front of Elemental Leech. Lost 3 positions, same as Fuku. So far, not the race these guys wanted. Watchman Herald gaining 4 positions. The person with the most position gains in this race so far. What will Daga SP do? Will he wait his time? They are on the same tires, so the same strategy for both of those guys. Forrager 7 is just behind them, trying to keep up with the top 2, but these guys are really fast. Goulier has a penalty for corner cutting, 3-second time penalty. Ooh, and we saw a crash by Cheeseman. Luckily he's ghosted. That's really unfortunate. Cheeseman had such a good race, and here we see Darth Bill spinning. Is it raining or something? The track seems really slippery. So we have Darth Bill and Cheeseman both slipping out of the corner. Cheeseman did it in the castle section, which was really dangerous. I don't know how neither of the guys hit them. But we have ghosting on, so that's a good thing. Otherwise we definitely have a pile up and another safety car there. Darth Bill spun on the exit of a corner, probably too much of a corner exit, so no traction. Mad Max won some places because of that. Cheeseman now lost 6 positions. And Westman Herald actually gained 6 positions, of course. Behind his teammate once again. It seems to be a fine day for Red Bull so far. Forrager 7 aiming for another podium. Will he be able to keep it, or will Goulier do something about that 3rd place? What will happen between these two guys? Daga SP is such a beast in the concentration and the waiting game. Will Ipu be able to keep his nerves under control and keep Daga SP behind him for the remaining of 13 laps? That's a task to do with the man in Daga SP behind you. But Ipu is not nothing. He's fast, and if he wants to, he can keep Daga SP behind him. There will be a battle between the guys. Goulier is gaining a little, not anymore. He was gaining a little on Forrager 7. Maintaining the gap around 2.2 seconds. Mad Max is actually gaining on Fuku now. So he might be able to make a move in one of the near laps. Ipu seems to be inching away. Is he using a lot of ERS? No, he's not. They're both high on ERS, so it seems like the guys are just concentrating on their lap times and not trying to overtake or... Oh, just while I'm saying that, that guy's P is turning his ERS on. Ipu put in the fastest lap, 1:44.0 on the medium tires. He had the fastest last sector, making his lap time the fastest. Let's see if there's anything in the Discord. Of course not, because the guys are racing. Daga SP is not letting this man go. He wants that first place. He could smell it until the safety car. And Ipu is just trying his hardest to take that win from Daga SP and extend his lead in the championship. Wedgman Harold got overtaken by Fuku. Maybe he made a mistake. But he's now sandwiched between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Will he be able to get back on Fuku, or will Mad Max? Mad Max is going for the inside, and Mad Max actually got him. There's a little bit of damage for Wedgman Harold. That could be the reason for his position loss. So Mad Max and Fuku both taking back their their starting position. Dorfbiln closing in on Wedgman. Elemental Leash and Cheeseman, they're in the back. Started off as a good day for Renault, but it's just not looking too sunny for them. This is the closest battle right now. Will Daga SP do anything in the first corner? He will not. He's too far away. 3/10. You won't be able to outbreak Ipu with 3/10 between the two guys. But he might be able to do something on the back straight. It's coming up now. DRS on and the ERS on. He's not putting ERS on. Okay, interesting. If he used ERS, he should have been able to get closer and maybe make a move. Goulier in the pits. What happened with Goulier? Goulier taking some damage. That's not good for the Red Bull guys. Now we have two Mercedes in the top 5 and 2 Ferraris. And the AlphaTauris on 2 and 6. So we have our top teams here, you can say. Then we have Red Bull on 7 and 9 and Renault on 8 and 10. At least we all have pairs of 2, so all the teams that compete in it will get good points for the teams. Sad day for McLaren, no points for them of course. With Lapje and Nel not being able to make the race, sadly. And Robert Byrne crashing out in the beginning stage. We're on lap 15 of 26. 10 laps to go. Will Ipu be able to keep Daga SP behind him for 10 whole laps? Ipu seems to be pushing on. His ERS is getting lower and lower. For anyone wondering, I'm seeing the ERS right here. It's the percentage of the battery in the F1 car. And if you turn it on, you can simply go faster. You have more acceleration and a higher top speed. So if you manage it the best way, you should be able to pull away on a straight. If other guys won't use the ERS or the DRS. DRS simply the same system, just with some body work at the back that flips open and flips in. Let's look at the penalties, see if I missed any penalties. Not that one, this one. Penalties. 5 seconds for Roger 7, Darvbill, Wedgman, Harold, and Cheeseman. And 3 seconds of course for Goulier for cutting the corners. We see Darvbill with the oldest tires. I think he will still... Well, I don't know if he will be able to finish the race on this compound. 13 laps, so he will have 23 laps. That's almost the whole race on these hards. So he might be obligated to switch back to softs at the end of the race. But maybe he can finish the race like this. Let's look at the front battle once again. Let's go on board with Daga SP for a little bit. Let's listen to the engine sound. It's not the best place to listen to the engine sound. Just full gas. He's closing in on Ipu. but he's way too far to make a move. Smooth lines by both of these guys. How close will he get on this straight? I think Ipu is pushing a little bit more than Daga SP. Daga SP's ERS is pretty high, so he's just waiting and biding his time until he finds an opportunity to cleanly pass Ipu. EP00. His ERS is half of what Daga SP's ERS is, so he's clearly pushing a little bit harder. Daga SP having the DRS, meaning he can take it a little bit slower and just gain on the straight again. Gullier took Wedgman Herald his place. Wedgman Herald having a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, I hope for him, but his teammate just got past him. Now let's head back to these two guys. He's actually gaining a lot on him in this section. It's really close. He's taking it easy in this corner, not to make any collisions, because any collision will be bad, of course. What will he do on the straight? Will he activate the ERS? His ERS is almost at 100%. We have a yellow flag for the two with the two Red Bulls. What happened? Do they have even more damage now? I can't see, the screen is too dark. No, my screen is already on the brightest. Really can't see if they have any damage. But it seems like a hard-on collision at the castle section. Daga SP is not able to make a move yet on Ipu. Luckily, otherwise I would have missed it. Oh, and what happened to Elemental Leech? Elemental Leech had an outing to the outside of the track as well. Lost the place to Cheeseman. Cheeseman getting closer and closer to the both of the Red Bull guys. Will he be able to get some positions back after he had a great beginning and mid-section of the race? All the time on... Oh, and Gullier is heading into the pits once again. He definitely has some damage. Let's look at his pit crew doing the pit stop. Onto the Reds. Maybe he can get an extra point for a fastest lap. Elemental Leech into the pits as well, so... Yeah... He had some damage as well on the outing of the circuit. Ooh, I see a wing flying. Was that Ipu? Because if so, yes, I think so. I see a little chip is missing from his wing. Maybe Daga SP saw the wing as well. Oh, and we have a yellow flag. Where is the yellow flag? Oh, what is he doing? I don't know. I don't know what that line was, man, but that wasn't a racing line. Cheeseman took the opportunity and won over both guys. Wedgman Herald. Maybe Wedgman Herald has a lot of lag. That could be the possibility, of course. He crashed out in the qualifying because of some lag. So it could be that he's really... Yeah, I think he's having lag, because otherwise he wouldn't be steering like this. Anyways, we see Daga SP closing and closing. Biding his time. 7 laps to go. Will he find a gap on Ipu? Ipu is really... I just wanted to say he's really tight on the corners. Well, he just went wide. But normally he's really close to the curb, so it's hard to overtake Ipu. But now that he has some wing damage, will Daga SP be able to take his first position back? Or will Ipu take the crown and the show of the race? Gullier is closing in on Wedgman Herald. Wedgman Herald going into the pits, probably having a lot of damage. They're getting closer to the front straight again. Just a few corners to go. We will look at the TV pod's camera type. We'll just look a bit at Daga SP. Will he be able to make a move soon? Ipu going wide, hitting the wall. I don't know if I saw another wing part flying again, but here Daga SP will come and he will take the place. No, wait, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Ipu going into the pits, having too much damage, I think. So Daga SP says thank you very much, and he takes his first place back, and he has quite some time right away behind him. For Roger 7 taken back, taking the second place of the Ipu, of course, went into the pits. Will Fuku take the last podium place, or will Ipu still have it? It's close, but Fuku just has it. And I see a yellow flag for... Oh, it's Daga SP. He went wide. For Roger 7 in the lead now. There's a lot happening now. For Roger 7 taking the lead. He's probably just as confused as I am. I don't know what happened with Daga SP, but it seems like he went wide. Or he just lost his complete wing. He just lost his complete wing. Daga SP will need to head into the pits, meaning he won't be on the podium. Probably. That's unfortunate for Daga SP. One mistake. He had such a smooth race. One mistake just in front of the castle section will mess up his race, because Ipu and Fuku will definitely take his place right now, and I don't know, maybe Darthville as well, and Mad Max. So it could be that Daga SP will fall back into 6th position. Goulier just put it in the fastest lap time, by the way. A 1:43, I think. Let's look, what was the time? No, that's not this one, it's this one. Fastest lap, 1:43.0. Maybe he can take the extra point indeed for the fastest lap. Ooh, 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Daga SP into the pits. Who will pass him? Fuku, of course. Yeah, no, he's done. No podium. No podium for Daga SP. The man that seemed to have the most speed, but he lost it in a corner. In a crucial corner, making him needing to back out of the corner. Right here in front of us. Here's when where Daga SP went wide, and he just bashed into the wall, I think. So we have Full Roger 7 with a comfortable lead on Ipu, 8.8 seconds. If Full Roger 7 keeps his head down, he will take the first win for LaFerrari. A good day for Ferrari if they finish like this, a 1 and a 5. Mad Max, the new guy, of course. Props for him so far. Having a solid race, gaining a position. Daga SP losing 5 positions now. Daga SP and Cheeseman both had the speed, but not the consistency, you could say. For Roger 7 is losing a lot of time on Ipu, actually. So let's look at the tires. He has 12 laps on his hards, and Ipu is on his new softs. Will he be able to keep the 7 seconds? He still has 4 laps to go. Ipu putting in the fastest lap of 42.7. Just a little faster than Goulier this time. Will Goulier have a counter on that fastest lap? Witchman Herald in the back now because of his pit stop, of course. He had wing damage. Most likely because of lag, I think, but I might be wrong. It might have been a mistake. You see Darthville on the 4th position, just behind Ipu actually. So we have a battle between the Mercedes and the AlphaTauri, the top two teams in this competition right now. AlphaTauri having a comfortable lead in the league, but Mercedes will probably get some points back. Or will Darville be able to take the last position on the podium, or will Fuku defend? It's just 5 tenths between the guys, and Darville just loses it. Oh my god, that's where he lost it before as well. It's the second time he loses it at that corner. He's probably racing without any traction control, as most of these guys do, I think, or on medium. But he's just too eager to accelerate out of the corner. Daga SP having the fastest sector 2 of the race, and Ipu putting in another fastest lap of the race. 4.3 seconds. It's gonna be tight. I think Forrager 7 is looking at the times and the gaps, and he's just hoping he can stay away from out of Ipu's hands. Ipu is really eager for another win. I think he took the first win of the season, and he really wants another one. So he might be pushing, and let's hope he's not pushing too hard. Mad Max is overtaken again by Darville, and he made a stop mid-corner. A slip letting Daga SP just pass on through. Giving Daga SP maybe a top 5 still. Cheeseman is far behind the other guys, same as Goulier, Elemental Leech and Wedgman Herald. Besides that, we have a pretty close field if we mind the gap between Ipo and Fuku. He's really closing in hard. It's gonna be a tough task for Forrager 7 to keep Ipu EP00 behind him. The man is way faster with way newer tires and softer tires. Forrager 7 might be hoping on an error by Ipu, or he will defend like it's his life, like his life is depending on it. Two teammates are coming together here. Wait a second, Daga SP still has the chance of a podium here. In front we see Fuku, then we see Darville, and then we see Daga SP. Darville is making a move. No, he's not. Daga SP is really close. We have a three-way battle for the third place. 2 AlphaTauris and the Mercedes. Who will come out on top? Of course, we have Ipu as well now. Oh, and we see Daga SP already taking his teammate. Will he take the other position right away? No, he won't. That was a little too ambitious to try. But he's really close. He has way newer tires, I think. So he should be able to just pass right through. Yes, he will. Now we'll look at Ipu for a little bit, because he's really close to Forrager 7. 2.5 laps to go. What can Forrager 7 do with 15 lap old hards against 3 lap old softs? We have a yellow flag, where is it? I can't see it. It seems to be with Darville. Yes, I think so. Mad Max is just behind him now, but we have to go back to Ipu, because this is for the lead. 2 laps to go. Will Forrager 7 be able to keep the man behind him? I don't think he will be able to, because it's just softs against hards. It's just a little hard to... Mad Max took Darville. Darville having a little damage. Maybe he caused a yellow flag, so that could be damage in the play. Mad Max taking a position back into the top 5. And we see Daga SP actually closing in on these two, but it's 18 seconds, so that's impossible, even for him. Darville having a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's actually going into the pits. with so little time, so little laps to go. Maybe he's aiming for the fastest lap. 487 is doing a great job for holding on holding this man back. Maybe his softs are little less grippy now. So it could be that 487 will actually hold off this man. Let's go back to the broadcast system. We don't see any close battles except Ipu and 487 for the lead. Who will have the advantage going into the last lap? Penultimate time going onto the section. Last corner, front straight. What can Ipu do? Will he be able to make a move right away on the beginning of the lap? ERS fully deployed by 487 of course, and Ipu as well. Ipu is on the inside and Ipu actually taking it that easy. Can 487 challenge him in the first corner? No, he can't. And now Ipu has the clear advantage with the 5 lap old softs. Will 487 be able to challenge in any way? It's gonna be a hard task. Ipu is inching and inching away. I don't think 487 will be able to do much. He could defend, but then he got overtaken on straight, and it's just a little hard to gain on someone with softs when you have old hards. Cheeseman is actually gaining on Darvbill, both on pretty new softs, trying to get the fastest lap of the race in. Yeah, 487 he's just not able to keep up with Ipu with his new tires. That's Ipu. If he doesn't mess it up, he will just take the victory here. Besides that, we don't see any battles, and the race is almost over for Ipu. 26 laps, 26 long hard laps. Last few corners, into the last corner, onto the front straight. Here he comes, the winner of the 6th round of the Division 1 Stadian Racing League. We have our winner, Ipu. He's back again with another win. Congrats to Ipu. 407 got an unserved penalty. There's 5 seconds for him. Let's look at the penalties real quick. I can't see them really anymore, but here we have our podium. Ipu, EP00. In second place we have 407. In third place Daga SP after a pretty good recovery from 6th place to 3rd place. Then we will probably then we have Fuku, If You See You. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Not really. Mad Max coming into 5th. Great race by Mad Max. Congrats to him. First appearance in the Stadian Racing League. And he did a good job, I think. I think he had a clean race, from my perspective at least. And he finished in top 5 for the Ferrari team. Cheeseman in 6th after his slide out of the corner. He had a good pace. Darvbill, kind of the same situation. Good pace, but just a few mistakes, getting it into 7th place. Goulier in 8th. Wedgman Harold will soon finish in 9th place, and only a second behind him actually is Elemental Leech, the last man to finish for the Renault team, still getting a point in for him. Great job by all 10 guys, all 11 I should say. Robert Byrne also having a crash unfortunately at the beginning stage of the race. So here we have our race, ladies and gentlemen. We have driver of the day, Wedgman Harold, making the most positions on the grid. Good job by him. And we have a little dance from our man Ipu. So here we have our leaders once again. Ipu, 407, Daga SP, Fuku, Mad Max, Cheeseman, Darvbill, Goulier, Wedgman Harold, Elemental Leech and Robert Byrne. Thank you all for watching. And next week, the final Grand Prix, we will be the king and we will take the crown of the F1 Division 1 League Season 1. I will see y'all at the next Grand Prix, hopefully. Thanks for watching and bye bye.